no, like, leave meeting. Bye.
So I've done this by myself now.
What's up, bro? Okay. Hey, it's Anna,
And Madi,
here with Hearts of Hope and Joy.
a group that is set apart to encourage, engage, energize, equip, and empower one another in God.
Welcome everyone to another video, and today we have an exciting one for you guys, continuing our series on having fun with God. And today we have a guest speaker, Graeme, who is a good friend of mine and my family's, and he is an amazing man of God that I know I have looked up to many times during my life. And his relationship with God is just so real. So I hope you guys get some good insight and encouragement that you can, then put into your own walk with God. So, let's hear what he has to say.
Hey, Hearts of Hope and Joy. How you doing, people? I'm Graeme, friend of Anna's. She's asked me the question of how do I spend time in joyous, happy times with God. Well, pretty hard question I found, but I've got a few answers, so I'm going to have a go at it. So the first answer I've got is I like to do some things like evangelism, where you go out and speak to people about Jesus or pray with them, and especially I like the praying with them. And I've been out with Anna and her two brothers, one older and one younger, and I've had some pretty good times where I've seen. Besides my own stuff, I've seen Josh, her older brother, go up and pray to some older Muslim ladies who have just kind of caught up in who's this cute little blonde kid coming up to wanting to pray to Jesus for me. You could see the look on their faces, and I was standing back just cracking up. Anyway, that's one. Another one is when sometimes when I'm playing bass in the worship team at church, I'll play things that only God sort of knows I'm playing, little smarty things that only I know that I'm playing, and I know God's playing, and I have a little smirk on my face, and he must be thinking to himself, that young, whippersnapper. Anyway, and the third one, I do a lot of driving as a job, and when I'm driving by myself, I make up stupid jokes. And laugh at how stupid they really are, and then tell God, and then try and imagine what the look is on his face, even though I've never seen the face of God, because I wouldn't be here if I did. But that's the types of things that I do to have fun with God. I hope one day when I get to see him one day, I'm just going to say, "Did you laugh, God? Did you smirk or anything? Did you really?" Anyway, have a good time. Take care. See ya.
Thank you so much, Graeme, for sharing that. That just, blows my mind. Just how real your relationship with God is, and just like sharing jokes with God, and it's just so cool. So, first I just wanted to jump in and share a little bit about when I was going on evangelism trips with him and with my brothers, and I must say it took a lot of faith and trust in God that he was going to give you something to say as you're walking up to the person. But it definitely strengthened my faith a lot. It was definitely nerve-wracking, but definitely fun to just hear from God, before you go out. And then when God highlights someone that is walking past you, and he's like, gives you a little nudge, and God's like, go and say this to that person, or just go over and engage in conversation with them. It's like, okay, God, what are you wanting to say to them? But it was definitely lots of fun. And I just want to thank you, Graeme, so much for giving me that opportunity to expand in my faith and relationship with God through that.
Thanks so much, Graeme, for sharing some insight and encouragement with us. Definitely really encouraged me about, as Anna said, how real and raw you are, but how you can also see your relationship with God completely shine through that. Thanks so much for hopping on as well. Just thank you on my behalf, even though I don't know you super well. One thing that I love that he shared was when he talked about playing bass and at church and like doing a few secret things that only God would know. And I just love that because that really shows the intimacy that you have in a relationship with someone, if that makes sense. So like, yeah, it comes from that inner place in that inner sanctuary with God. And so I think that, yeah, I'm so thankful that you touched on that because it's in that secret place. Sometimes nobody sees it. Sometimes nobody sees, you know, your relationship with God and the connection, but it's from that inner place. And it's those, you know, like if you're texting someone, it's those small little things that create a big thing, which in our lives, as God is our best friend, is such a beautiful thing that we have in a part of our lives. So yeah, I'm just so thankful that you touched on that because it's those little things, it's those hidden little things that's just so special. And yeah, I absolutely love how you said about jokes and like telling jokes and stuff because I've also been known to say some really bad jokes as well. But yeah, I just see God as such, like he's got so many facets, so many different attributes, which are really incredible to look into. But one that I specifically see in my life all the time is his humor. And so I'm so thankful that you touched on that you actually interact with him in that way because oh my goodness, I think I've shared this before, but I was once having a very serious time with God. Like I was, you know, getting revelation on this really meaty area of scripture and then literally no. Like God cracked a joke with me in that time and I'm like, seriously God, like I thought this was meant to be a serious thing, and he's like, we can still have fun. And so I think that having that friendship and just being able to laugh with God and, you know, have that time. And you said that you were wondering if God was actually laughing, and I reckon he was because he is a relational God, and he, you know, he wouldn't just be looking at you like, huh? I could be like cracking up because he knows everything about us as well. But yeah, it was just really awesome that you touched on that, so thank you.
Yeah, I love that about just the little things of that about a relationship that even not you don't always see, but just those little things of having fun with God, with cracking a joke, with doing a fancy little thing on the bass. That just blows my mind. Like God actually wants to hear your jokes. He wants to laugh with you. He wants to have fun with you. I love, Graeme, that you shared about how you have fun with God by sharing jokes. I just think that is so cool. And it really, just everything that you've shared really touches on that it's about the little things with God. And it doesn't have to be something big, like something big that lots of people are going to see or whatever about, like, you know, your relationship with God. It's just about that quiet time, that intimate time where it's just you and God having fun together. So, yeah. You want to share, Madi?
Yeah, like I think a huge part of why we are doing this series of having fun with God is showing how having fun with God isn't some big thing. Yes, there could be some great big thing or some special way that God reveals himself to you, but what I think our heart behind this series is showing how you can have fun with God throughout the everyday, throughout the little things, if that's through a conversation or the quiet time with God or whatever that looks like, as you've heard through many different people's testimonies or what their point of view is. But yeah, it really is about the little things. So thanks so much for highlighting that, Graeme. Yeah, it just really highlights the importance of that God is in the little things, and that is really important to note, because God is, like, you look in the Bible and you see that God sees Gideon and all those people that, you know, were such outcasts or were weak, and you see them, and then you do things to build their faith in the little things before you lead them to sometimes a great victorious battle, as it was in the case of Gideon. But
yeah, definitely. And I just remember, guys, that God is a personal God, and yeah, he wants to just build that relationship with you.
Definitely.
Yeah, just want to thank you again, Graeme, for sharing how you have fun with God to just help and encourage others. So yeah, I just want to thank you so much for coming on here, and maybe we'll invite you back sometime.
Yes.
So make sure you guys like this video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we put out new videos, and leave us a comment below if this encouraged you in your relationship with God. If there was something Graeme shared that just stood out to you, and let us know if you want us to have Graeme back as well.
Yes. And one other thing is, if you have any questions about how to have fun with God or anything at all, please comment below. And we don't know all the answers, but we will try to respond to them the best that we can.
Awesome. See you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Let's go.
Do you want to say anything else?
No.
What was I doing?
I don't know. Bleepers moment.
No. Oh yeah, bleepers. I'm trying to not say but I'm trying to not think about not saying because then I'll be like
I had something to say. No, I don't. Can I just say like, subscribe, and do that thing? Don't know what happened then. My brain just went to mush.
mush. I haven't had
It didn't really. It just thoughts disappeared. Anyway, let me just